Welcome to Twilight for Math Nerds. So I read all 498 pages of the first Twilight book. Spoiler alert, it was terrible. Now I mentioned my dislike for the book, but I actually enjoy the movies pretty well. I've seen all 4 of them so far on opening day. Though I will admit that some of my enjoyment comes from the comedy, and much if not most of the comedy seems to be unintentional, i.e. in the form of sparkling and way over the top melodramatic dialogue. Here's a graph that shows the direct correlation between the number of times Bella has betrayed Edward and the number of times Kristen Stewart has betrayed Robert Pattinson in real life. This is a comparison between the number of abdominal muscles in Jacob's stomach and the number of shirts he owns, which I have put below 0 because on the rare occasion when he is actually wearing one, it inevitably gets ripped when he hulks out into an oversized CGI puppy. So what's up with Twilight characters robbing the cradle? I mean, Edward is 106 years old. If we take the standard formula where you divide your age by 2 and add 7 to find the minimum age that you should be dating, we find that he should not date anyone younger than 60 years old, right? That's the orange range in this graph. And who does he marry? Bella, who is 17 years old. But if you think that's weird, you haven't heard about my friend Jacob, who's 16, who should not date anyone younger than 15. Who does he imprint on? A newborn baby! Who are these sick people? Now, you might be wondering, what do a vampire like Edward and a human like Bella have in common? Well, here is a Venn diagram showing you the answer, which is the overlap between disturbingly skinny bodies and a constant emo frown face. In fact, the frowns might be their secret to staying skinny because we all know it takes way more muscles to frown instead of smile, and all that frowning burns a lot of calories. So Stephenie Meyer has said in a number of different interviews that she received the entire Twilight story in a dream. Now, I gotta be honest, I used to not believe her because the average length of a human dream is 10 minutes, and because of REM cycles, the absolute maximum length of a dream is about 45 minutes. But the Twilight Saga, if you add up all of the audiobooks in it, is 3,889 minutes long, or about 64 hours. But then I saw the movie Inception, where I learned from Leonardo DiCaprio that a dream within a dream passes at 20 times the normal rate of speed, which means that Stephenie Meyer simply received the Twilight story in a dream within a dream within a dream. Stephenie Meyer has made an estimated $125 million from the Twilight series. Now, if you take that average length of a human dream, which is 10 minutes, and extrapolate that out to an hour, you find that Stephenie Meyer's dreams are worth $750 million an hour. Talk about making money in your sleep. Speaking of sleep, since when is it romantic for a guy to creep into your bedroom at night and watch you sleep, aka what Edward does to Bella? Alright, like, I actually know a girl who had that happen to her, not with a vampire, with a regular person, and you know what she did? She moved. She wasn't like, oh, hey, I noticed how you've been stalking me. Can we, keep doing this forever? I mean, literally, for eternity? AMPUTEE